Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Blaine and welcome to another episode of the Blue Collar Geek. So in today's video, I'm just going to give you a real quick tour of my dock on my MacBook Pro. And if you're wondering, it's running OS X Snow Leopard. And I'm going to go through these applications real quick. If any of them that you would like a more in-depth review or more information about, just go ahead and leave me a comment down below and I'll be sure to answer all of those. Also, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and follow me on Twitter at thebluecollargeeks. I'll be tweeting out all of my new videos on there. So let's go ahead and get started. To begin with, we of course have the Finder, and you all probably already know what that is if you're familiar with OS X. If you own a Mac, that's where you find all of your files and folders on your computer, all of your documents. So next we have Mail. Mail, of course, is where you can manage multiple mail accounts. It's really sleek, really elegant, and I really enjoy using Mail to manage all of my email accounts. Moving on, we have Calculator. Calculator is, of course, where you can use the calculator. If you don't know what that is, then something might be wrong with you. So anyway, moving on, we have Safari. Safari has been my primary browser, web browser, for a really long time now. Even back when I was using a PC, Safari was my primary web browser. But I will say that Google Chrome, which is the next application here, has kind of taken over because I think Google Chrome is a little bit faster than Safari, and it's a little bit more customizable than Safari. So I find myself using Google Chrome just a little bit more here recently, but I will say that I'll probably continue using both because I manage multiple YouTube accounts, and of course you have to have multiple email accounts to have YouTube, and it works better when I use both of the browsers together. So I'll probably continue using both of those. Moving on, we of course have Skype. I'm sure you all already know what Skype is. Video conferencing. You can of course text chat on there. Skype's really nice on the Mac and works really well. I've used it a couple times. Moving on, we have Tweety. Tweety is a desktop client for the Mac, for Twitter, of course. It's really nice, really easy to use, and I really like it. Address Book, where you find all your contacts information, addresses, phone numbers, of course, and that's of course built into every Mac. iCal is your calendar that's of course built into every Mac again. Your calendar, it's really easy to use, really simple. I really like iCal, and I'm actually going to do another video because me and my wife, we actually have our iCals synced up together. She has a MacBook, I have a MacBook Pro, and we have our calendars synced up wirelessly just over the web, and I'm going to do another video, so be on the lookout for that, for how you can sync your iCal accounts if you have multiple Macs in your house. So moving on, we have the App Store. Of course, Apple just released this App Store about a month ago. It's really nice, really sleek. If you're familiar with the App Store on the iPod Touch or the iPhone, it's kind of the same layout, and it's really easy to use. You can buy just about any type of application for the Mac in the App Store, so really nice, really well done with that. Lyrica is actually an app that I think it's free from the App Store. I got Lyrica from the App Store, and if you're into music and listening to music, and if you're constantly trying to look up the lyrics online, Lyrica is definitely a great app to have, because I've tried even like old songs where I didn't think that it would pull the lyrics to. It pulled the lyrics right up, and they were dead on. You can even go in and edit your lyrics in there. It's a really nice application. I highly recommend it if you're into music and if you're always trying to find lyrics like I am. So moving on, we have iTunes, and if you don't know what iTunes is, then you're probably not probably going to be watching this video. So moving on, Photo Booth. Oh, and of course I use iTunes all the time if you're curious, of course. Photo Booth, you can take pictures of yourself. It's kind of built into every Mac, and you can take video of yourself, pictures of yourself. It's just kind of a quick, easy way to take a picture, basically. MPEG Streamclip is a video converting program, application, whatever you might say, that I had to actually download because I own a Canon T2i, and it converts the files over for me. Really nice, really easy to use. And yeah, if you have a Canon T2i, you probably need this application because the files that come off the Canon T2i don't work well with iMovie, so that's kind of the reason that you have to convert them down so that they'll work with iMovie. Seashore is basically a free Photoshop, and of course it's not going to have all of the features that Photoshop has. And I'll be honest, I've never actually even used Photoshop, but in a demo version. But Seashore, you can pretty much do a lot of things with photos. Of course, transparent backgrounds and doing the magic wand thing. And I don't really use it a lot. The main reason that I use Seashore is for adding transparent backgrounds to images. That's pretty much my main reason that I use Seashore. So it's really nice. Of course, it's free, so I mean that's the best thing about it, I think. Moving on, we have Boot Exchanger. I just did my previous video that I'll leave an annotation right up here at the top of the screen for that. Boot Exchanger, you can change your boot up image on your Mac. Really easy to use. Preview is I've actually come to use Preview a lot here recently because I'm actually going to show you this real quick. But I didn't even realize that you could do this with Preview until recently. But if you've ever wanted to kind of throw in like a comment or something from your YouTube page, if someone left a comment in the next video that you did, you wanted to throw that comment up there, you can use Preview and come up here to File and click on Take Screenshot from Selection. And of course, when you have your YouTube page pulled up, you can just drag it right over the comment or whatever it might be, let go, and you have an image saved. So it's really easy to use, and yeah, I really like that about Preview. Go ahead and close that out. Yeah, get out of here. So moving on, we have iPhoto. iPhoto I use all the time to manage all of my photos. It of course is built into every Mac, and it's really nice, really easy to use. So Paintbrush is of course, I actually think that I got this, I can't remember if I got this from the App Store or from Apple's website. I can't remember, but you can probably just do a Google search. Do a Google search for Paintbrush, and it's basically the same exact thing as the Paint program on a PC. So it's pretty easy to use, and I use it every now and then, just kind of doodle around or whatnot. ScreenFlow is of course a screen capturing program. It's the program that I'm using right now to capture my screen and my video coming off my iChat. I mean my iSight camera, and your audio of course. And it's really nice, really easy to use. It's $100, and I actually really like ScreenFlow a lot. I found myself here recently using it a lot more than iMovie, even doing basic videos, because it imports the video so much easier and so much faster.